I've always been true to myself. When people say like more authentic or more real, I've never left like my house and come to a media day or a press conference and thought I'm going to put on an act.
Me straight away goes, I think AJ's probably going to be told, and I don't know this, don't go heavy on him the first.
No, he can't afford to do that.
He isn't fighting a grandfather. It's absolute lunacy. It's insane. It's dangerously insane.
Anthony Joshua is said to have said that his fight with Jake Paul would happen and not just be a show. He says he has always been real and doesn't want to waste time putting on a show for TV. It's assumed that everything that happens in the ring is real, which means that the competition is tough.
Crazy. Pressure to deliver. I want to live up to expectations. I've always been true to myself. When people say like more authentic or more real, I've never left like my house and come to a media day or a press conference and thought I'm going to put on an act. And then when I go home, I'm going to be someone completely different. Number one, that's a whole bit of energy. And number two, like, remember, half of the time I'm speaking to people, I feel like I'm speaking to a camera. I'm not speaking to someone on a level. So it's been difficult. I don't really express myself too well to a piece of plastic. I have better conversations one-on-one around it.
It is said that Netflix offer $80 million for Anthony Joshua to fight Jake Paul on December 19th. The fight would follow Queensberry rules, with 3-minute rounds and 10 ounces gloves for each fighter. This would make sure that the whole thing was a real competitive boxing match.
Boxer. He's not taking nobody dive to Jake Paul, okay? He's not following nobody's script with Jake Paul, okay? And the difference is, because I've seen a lot of people say, this is a circus. No, it's not a circus. Anthony Joshua's coming off of a knockout loss. He's been out the ring for a year, and he has serious fights already lined up. Not to mention, the only fight Anthony Joshua ducked in his entire career, unlike Gervonta Tank Davis, is the Deontay Wilder fight. He fought Alexander Usyk twice. He fought Daniel Dubois. He fought Dillian White. He fought everybody in the heavyweight division outside of Deontay Wilder. And he is trying to fight Tyson Fury now. So he fights the who's of who's in the heavyweight division. Okay? So, yes, he ducked Deontay Wilder, and we are well aware of that. But he's trying to fight Tyson Fury. So that's the only guy that he ducked. Gervonta Tank Davis has a fight that he arguably lost in a controversial draw to Lamont Roach, and he was ducking that to fight a guy that he said that he's not able to fight above 135 pounds, and fighting at 140 was uncomfortable. He's going to fight a catchweight fight at 195, 50 pounds heavier than the 40 pounds that he said was uncomfortable for him to fight, against a guy who is 6'1" with a 76-inch arm reach, but couldn't give us the fights we wanted to see in and around his division.
Anthony Joshua is said to be eager to give it his all in this real professional boxing match. There aren't any show styles or antics. There will be important moments all through the ring. Both fighters are expected to show off their skills, stamina, and planning. Fans will not want to miss this serious and high-stakes match.
Both parties agree will be fought as a real professionally sanctioned boxing fight. Now, per latest reports, it's also been said that organizers involved with this event are reportedly putting in a total purse of 140 million British pounds to be evenly split by both participants, meaning 70 million British pounds for both Jake Paul and Anthony Joshua each, which is roughly about 92.3 million US dollars.
Jake Paul has been in the news again because he said that he will beat Anthony Joshua in a future fight. Paul, who is known for being bold and honest, swears that the fight will happen no matter what. He plays himself as unshakable in his desire for big fights, as if nothing could stop him from getting in the ring with one of the biggest names in boxing. Fans are split. Some people admire how determined he is, while others doubt his strength to face Joshua. Still, Paul's unwavering determination to make this fight happen adds to the drama and tension, generating media coverage and speculation on social media.
I'm here for the vibes. I'm here for the fight. Usyk's one of my favorite fighters, him or David Benavidez. So here to enjoy and just have some fun tonight here in Wembley. Come on, put some meat on the bones of you and Anthony Joshua. Is it happening or not? It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. I want it to happen here. All the odds stacked against me. I believe that I will beat him and shock the world and create one of the biggest upsets in boxing history. Tyson Fury was saying he put $1 million on you beating Anthony Joshua. I seen that. He's backing me. He's a smart lad. But how do you love the atmosphere here? Wembley's brilliant. We'd love to see you fight here, by the way. And I love it. Like, the UK fans really love boxing even more than American fans. So I'm going around the pubs, talking to all the people, asking them about how they think about the fight. I just love the atmosphere. I love to be here. And this is always history.
Professional boxer Liam Cameron talked about what people think about the possible match. He said that a lot of people think Anthony Joshua would easily beat Jake Paul, and some fans might even enjoy seeing a mismatch happen. Cameron, on the other hand, tells fans not to have too high of hopes and says that professional boxing rarely goes as planned. He says that hype and expectations can change the truth, because Jake Paul has shown in past fights that he can surprise even experienced opponents. Cameron's words show how little difference there is between what people expect and how well someone actually does in the ring.
If you don't like Jake Paul, AJ is going to do you a favour because he's going to flatten him. But big props to that Jake Paul for getting it ring with him. Listen to this, he's a multi-millionaire. Multi-millionaire. You don't have to box. And he's fighting him. He's either a madman or he knows something we don't know. But people like saying, oh, I won't take this Jake Paul fight. Listen, every boxer on the planet would fight Jake Paul for money. I'd fight Anthony Joshua for money. I'd get flattened, but I'd fight him. So yeah, I think people sometimes have to watch what they say and think about it. If I were going to get 100 million, you put lottery on how many is lottery? Every couple of times a week you put lottery on. Hoping to win Euro Millions. That's Euro Millions. He might get out at first round, Jake Paul. He might do. He's not going to come and start swinging at him. He's going to move his feet in and avoid him, but fair play to him. Joshua's been British.
Leon Edward told them to be careful and show respect for both fights. He wasn't biased. He talked about how unpredictable every fight is, especially when one fighter has a normal boxing past and the other has an unusual one. Edward's point of view supports the idea that underestimating an opponent can have terrible results. Fans may be interested in Joshua's record and awards, but Edward tells them that mental toughness, flexibility, and strategy are just as important in deciding who wins a fight as physical strength.
This fight's in the works, Anthony Joshua versus Jake Paul. As a Brit, how do you evaluate?
Just in that, someone just told me about that. That's mad. Fair play to Jake Paul, first of all, for taking it. But if AJ doesn't knock him out in like 1-2 rounds, then I feel like the fight must be fixed or something, because I'm going to Anthony Joshua, obviously, for the KO. So yeah, when is it, you know?
It's going to be next month. They're working.
Jason Cundy and Jamie O'Hara, two famous TV stars, talked freely about the coming battle and said it could go in any direction. These people thought that Anthony Joshua would be told to hold back and not be too aggressive with Paul. The strangeness of this fight is shown by their nervousness. Joshua is a heavyweight boxer with a lot of experience, while Paul is skilled but hasn't fought professionally before. Cundy and O'Hara said that boxing is inherently dangerous, even when down at a low level of energy. There is a lot of talk about the fight in the boxing world and among fans because of how exciting it is and how dangerous it could be.
I don't know, mate.
I think it's dangerous.
Yeah,
I genuinely think it's dangerous.
Well, but that's
putting a world heavyweight champion,
but then the cynic,
who's at the top 4-5 fighters in the world.
Then the cynic in me tells me,
YouTuber who's never had a proper fight.
Right, the cynic in me straight away goes, I think AJ's probably going to be told, and I don't know this, don't go heavy on him the first.
No, he can't afford to do that. Anthony Joshua can't afford to do that.
Okay, well, that's where I'm wrestling with my own mind right now. You asked me the question, how do I feel about it? I don't know what to make of it, mate. I seriously don't know what to make of it. I seriously don't.
I think it's a joke.
Yeah, I don't know what to make of it.
I'll watch it because
I don't know whether I will, Jay. Honestly, I probably will close the vote. Right now, I don't know whether I will. I don't know whether I will, honestly. I didn't watch. Was it Jake Paul that fought? Who did he fight? Mayweather. No, Mayweather. I didn't watch that. Who fought Mayweather? Oh, it was. I tell you, it was. Who was the MMA fighter?
Logan Paul.
The
one that you didn't know the name of yet.
Logan Paul, right?
He fought Floyd Mayweather.
I didn't watch that one either, right?
I know, but Jake Paul's got a bit more boxing credentials. He has because he.
What about McGregor? Who did McGregor fight? Did he fight someone? McGregor? Or have I made that up?
Yeah, I don't know. Where's your head at?
I don't know, mate.
I mean,
they all
it's all over the gaff. You gave Andy your number and you gave him the talk.
His name's Adam.
Adam, sorry. You gave Adam the number.
No.
You said 03717 22
I gave him the sports.
You gave him the sports number.
No, but I don't.
Get your head out.
No, I don't know. I don't know whether I will.
Eddie Hearn, the promoter of the fight, said that Anthony Joshua has a big financial reason to agree to fight Jake Paul. It could be the biggest payday of his career. In addition to the money, Hearn says that Joshua's professional image is already well known, so taking this fight would not hurt it. Instead, it gives you a one-of-a-kind chance to meet more people while still being important to the public. Hearn sees the competition as more than just a sports event. He sees it as a planned career and business move. In the world of boxing today, where pay-per-view sales, marketing deals, and media coverage around the world are all important, big fights are often driven by money. Some tourists might question Joshua versus Paul sports credentials, but Hearn says that boxers can get long-term security and still compete at a high level when they get rich chances like these. The fight is entertaining, athletic, and smart about business. It shows how modern boxing blends spectacle with professional planning. Fans can look forward to not only competitive action in the ring, but also a well-thought-out event that makes the most money and publicity for everyone.
Which doesn't deflect from our plan with Turki Al-Sheikh in 2026, which is to ultimately fight Tyson Fury and try and get a shot at the World Heavyweight Championship, then we might do it. Is Jake Paul for real? He'd be mad to do it. Mad. I would have a newfound respect for him. And if we were offered the amount of money that I know is associated with these fights, it would be very difficult for us to say no, Colm.
What is the amount of money that you think? No, but a roundabout figure, like, is it 300 million? Is it 200 million? Is it 100 million?
No, listen, it would be, you know,
biggest payday of his career?
Not necessarily, no. But it would be right up there with the biggest paydays of his career. I can't. There's no point me trying to dress it up to you. I can only be as honest as I can. We can't really turn it down if it's presented to us. And, like, yeah, part of me quite likes the idea of AJ giving him a slap, but I think Jake Paul is mad for even considering Anthony Joshua. But, you know, if we're presented with the opportunity, do we do it? We'll have to wait and see, but probably yes.
People like Dave Allen has criticised the fight. Do you understand criticisms from other fighters about, you know, his legacy being affected in this?
I think, again, it's just be honest. Like I said to Dave Allen then, I said, you talk some shit, you do. I said, you'd fight Jake Paul for $500,000. Oh, I don't know about that. I said, Dave, shut up. And that's what I say to some people. Like, there isn't anybody in our shoes that wouldn't take it. I'm sorry. Like, and you can say, yeah.
The famous boxer Roy Jones talked about how big fights like Joshua versus Paul affect the economy. He thinks that the fight will happen and make a lot of money for everyone involved. Jones says this is great news for Joshua, whose business has been having a rough patch lately. He sees the fight as a chance for Joshua to get back on track and get back into the public eye. This is a high-risk situation because of the possible effects on money and image. Jones's comment also shows how difficult it is for top fighters to balance risk, payoff, and their career plans these days.
I want to change subjects just a little bit here. And Anthony Joshua, there's rumours circulating he could be fighting Jake Paul next. One, do you think it's good for boxing? And two, do you think the fight will happen?
I think it's great for boxing. I think the fight will happen. AJ is 1-0 against these guys that come in to these boxing careers late. So why not? He's a perfect guy to take him out too. He took Ngannou out. Why would he not take Jake Paul out? And for him, he'd probably make more money fighting Jake Paul then we'll fight anybody else that he can fight right now. So why would he not do it? I mean, not that he needs the money right now anyway, but if he's going to do something, if you want to get a good win to put him back on the scene, that's a perfect.
Tony Bellew, a former heavyweight boxer, gave Jake Paul a harsh warning after he decided to fight Anthony Joshua. He thought the decision might not have been fair, pointing out Paul's mental and physical weaknesses in the face of a skilled and dangerous opponent. Bellew's view comes from his own experience in the ring, where mistakes made against better opponents can be very bad. When you look past the show and the hype, Joshua's words tell us that boxing is a dangerous sport where one mistake can have long-lasting effects, especially for someone like Paul who has less professional experience than Joshua. The Wade Concept Show gave a detailed analysis and warned Jake Paul about the risks of going up against Anthony Joshua. Plemons, one of the hosts, said that Paul's normal fighting weight is about 90 kilograms and Joshua's is about 111 kilograms. There is a big difference in strength and power because of the 21 kilograms difference. The show makes it clear that this mismatch could have very bad effects on performance and safety. Plemons talked about Paul's problems with energy, strategy, and mental readiness in addition to the physical risks. He painted a full picture of the problems he will face if he fights Joshua.
Now, one of the biggest issues in making this fight, one, yes, that's the former heavyweight champ. Why is he fighting Jake Paul? And two, why is Jake Paul putting his health and well-being on the line? Because someone asked me on Twitter, Wade, if Jake Paul gets knocked out, will his career be over? Buddy, his life may be over if he gets knocked out by AJ, because that dude put Francis Ngannou flat on his back, and I had never seen Francis Ngannou hurt before. Again, it's boxing, not MMA. Jake has a little more experience, but we're talking about a massive size difference. AJ's still relatively young and still relatively got something left in the tank, and he's only fought the world-class guys for the last 10 years. This would be Jake's not only hardest fight, most dangerous fight of his career. If Jake is doing this, it could signal the last one. I'm not even joking. This could signal Jake being like, I'm having...
The fight between Paul and Joshua is more than just news. It's a battle of people with different backgrounds and skills. Joshua is better at technique, stamina, and ring awareness because he has fought professionally. On the other hand, Paul is unpredictable, has a lot of charm, and has recently won a string of big games that have made him feel better about himself. Analysts say that the mental part, which includes dealing with stress, the demands of the crowd, and the weight of a good name, will be just as important as the physical part. A win would make Joshua even more powerful, while Paul thinks that just making it through the rounds will help him become more respected in the sport.
The Netflix thing. We know that Anthony Joshua is an exclusive fighter to DAZN. Eddie Hearn has stated that multiple times. AJ, I'm pretty sure, even has a piece of DAZN. I could be wrong about that, but he signed a mega deal years ago with them. So for this fight to take place on Netflix would mean DAZN would say, you can have one of our biggest cash draws, and I may be in a revenue share thing, or maybe Netflix pays them some money, but you can have our biggest cash draw and we don't have an affiliation with it. That seems a bit unrealistic. But having said that, this isn't a report from anybody in the camp. This is not MVP saying it. This is not Eddie Hearn saying it. This is Mike Coppinger, who I guess has talked to people in the camp. But an independent source saying that they are finalizing a deal. Not that they're in talks. They are finalizing a deal. So this is, again, we're talking 1 yard line, first and goal, right? We're right there. They just need to dot some I's and cross some T's. So I wonder if that's the last barrier. Because when you're finalizing a deal, this isn't time for, oh, well, you can back out if you don't think this is going to make any sense, or, oh, this is going to hurt my legacy, or, oh, Jake.
That's all for the video today. Watch out. Until the next time.